Munich is a city with many things to offer. Beautiful architecture, good food, the famous Glockenspiel, if you're into that sort of thing. My guide, archaeologist Taff Simon, has promised to show me a different side of Munich. But first, I wanted beer. Not just any beer. Beer brewed by monks. I headed into the Bavarian woods just outside of Munich to the Andechs monastery. The brothers at the monastery operate a brewery and a restaurant high at the top of a hill. Beer has been brewed here for over 500 years, so they must have it down by now. I couldn't wait to see the monks tending vats of beer, patiently practicing their ancient craft. Due to some kind of gross miscommunication across the Atlantic, I'm not actually going to get to film any monks. It turns out monks really do adhere to rules of silence during certain times of the day, and this was one of those times. During this time, visitors to the brewery are strictly forbidden. Finally, I was able to speak to one monk, in fact, the head monk. He explained the monastic tradition of brewing beer.
Benedictine monasteries have always been centers in which different arts were cultivated, including winemaking and beer brewing.
When I first heard about this place, I pictured a small, more artisanal approach. Perhaps in a cave someplace. Not so. This is a completely modern brewery that distributes more than 180,000 gallons of beer a year. The monks also run a beer hall at the monastery where they serve, in addition to their own beer, of course, locally made delicacies. I'm an unabashed, unashamed, and unapologetic sausage lover, so for all you vegetarians out there, you might want to look away. The thing about the sausage here, and the kraut, it's also fresh. It's made right here. It's cheap. It's cost me about €3, around $5. While the euro is still around. And this is good because you need something with all this beer. This is a small. Now, back to Munich. My guide has promised to show me a hidden side of Munich. St. Peter's Church is in the heart of the city and has a very special something tucked away in a quiet corner. The body of a saint that has been dead for 1,700 years.
Now, Mundita is quite an obscure saint, and not a great deal is known about her. There are many legends about Saint Mundita. One version is that she was a Christian in Rome about the year 360. Her father was a pagan. He hated the Christians and was always short of money. He said to his daughters, to pay the rent, you'll go and work as prostitutes. Mundita said, I refuse to work as a prostitute. The father was very angry. He was very worried that the other daughters would follow suit. So to make an example of Mundita, he cuts her head off with a hatchet. Now, because she died for her faith, she was revered as a martyr and was buried in the catacombs in Rome.
No one ever explained how she got her head back, but anyway, back to the story.
There's a big trade in what we call holy relics, the bones of the saints.
Right.
Often the people dealing in these relics are criminals.
Yeah, a little shady.
Than gangs, very shady.
Yeah.
So they stole her, they dug her out and they stole her. This happened to be a merchant who was from Munich and Rome on business. They said to him, "Psst, do you want to buy some relics?" He said, fantastic.
Did they have a coat and then you want to buy some relics?
Very much so. This is how it worked. He said, fantastic, I'll buy her. So we bought her and brought her back to Munich in 1570s. And she's lived here ever since.
Taff is going to show me something you don't normally associate with Germany. Surfing? I know this is not history exactly, but this is crazy. What is going on here?
When people hear that you can go surfing in Munich, they think, crazy, how is that possible? But as you can see behind me, we have this wave, this artificial wave, and it's very popular in Munich.
Yeah, popular even on days like today when it's 10 degrees. I have no idea what the water temperature like, and I'm not planning on finding out. It might look easy, but Taff warns me it's not for beginners. Even these experienced canal surfers wipe out from time to time.
You want to try it?
Not today. After you, I insist.
I left my wetsuit at home.